The person you choose to love, the one you let into your heart, your mind, and your future. That's one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Because love can either lift you closer to God or lead you quietly away from Him. And too often, people make this decision with emotions, not wisdom, with desire, not discernment. But who you pick isn't just about romance, it's about direction. Because the person you choose can shape your peace, your purpose, and your faith. Love is more than a feeling. Our culture says, go with what feels right, but feelings fade, and chemistry doesn't equal calling. Love was never meant to just feel good. It was meant to help you grow, to refine you, stretch you, and push you closer to who God called you to be. The wrong person can look perfect for a season, but poison your peace for years. And sometimes the reason God says no is because He sees what you can't. The heartbreak, the distractions, the loss of focus that would pull you away from Him. So don't chase someone who only feeds your emotions. Wait for the one who fuels your faith. Who you choose affects your purpose. Relationships are spiritual agreements. When you say yes to someone, you don't just share feelings. You share direction. You're tying your destiny to theirs. That's why the Bible says, do not be unequally yoked, 2 Corinthians 6:14. Because if you're walking toward God, but they're walking toward the world, you'll spend your life pulling instead of growing. The right person won't compete with your calling. They'll complement it. They'll pray with you, not play with you. They'll push you toward purpose, not away from it. So before you ask, do they make me happy? Ask, do they make me holy? Love without God will always cost you. When you build love without God, you're building on sand, and every storm will expose it. Some relationships fail not because they weren't real, but because they weren't rooted. God must be the foundation, not an afterthought. Because anything built outside of Him won't last. When love becomes your idol, pain becomes your teacher. When love becomes your ministry, God becomes your center. Choose the latter. Because when you put God first, He'll give you someone who puts you second after Him. Waiting isn't punishment. If you're single, don't think God is holding out on you. He's protecting you. He's shaping you to recognize what love really looks like. Not just attention, not just excitement, but commitment, consistency, and Christ at the center. Waiting is not a delay, it's a setup. Because when you let God write your story, you'll stop settling for chapters that end in confusion. So don't rush into something temporary and miss out on something eternal. Sometimes the best thing God ever does for you is not let a relationship work out because He knew it would have wrecked your peace. Choose wisely. Who you choose to love is not just about emotion, it's about your eternity, because love can either draw you to God or drain your spirit. It can either build you up or break you down. So before you fall in love with someone's looks, learn to fall in love with their fruit. Look for their prayer life, not just their playlist. Watch how they love others when no one's watching. The right person won't just say, I love you. They'll prove it by how they love God. So don't just look for someone who fits your type. Look for someone who fits your purpose. Because who you choose to love will shape who you become.